Good afternoon. Sorry it's getting a little bit later and time got away from me. So we're shooting from location this afternoon. We've been out here messing around in the garden, and God knows what he's doing. It just so happens that a wonderful illustration that we can come to you. We've been out here trying to plant some vegetables and praying that God will bless us in that. But I want to continue on teaching stories out of the Holy Week, the last week of Christ's earthly ministry. And we're coming upon Good Friday tomorrow, and here in Mark chapter number 11, going on with the timeline of what happened day by day and moment by moment, we get to the point where in verse number 20 he says, in the morning they passed by and saw the fig tree dried up from the roots. Now you remember that earlier in the week we talked about the fig tree and how Christ cursed the tree. It said, and Peter, calling to remembrance, saith unto him, Master, behold, the fig tree which thou cursest is withered away. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Have faith in God. For verily I say unto you, that whatsoever ye shall say to this mountain, Be thou removed, and be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye will receive them, and ye shall have them. And when ye stand praying, forgive if you have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive your trespasses. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. And I want to try to explain something here as we go through. We see 3 points. We see Jesus teaches on the fig tree, and he teaches on faith, and he teaches on forgiveness. And I was thinking about these things, and as we were planting this garden, some work has went into preparing everything, and we try to get out the roots and the rocks and those things. And as we pray in our life and our relationship with God is much like this. Now, I can't say for sure. I have faith that when I put the work out and I stick the seed in the ground, that in a few weeks, I'll see something come up out of the ground. Now, I can't make it flower grow. All I can do is weed and till and plant, but God makes the flowers grow. That's the faith that we have. And then many times we see in our life where it seems like our faith is weak, or it's not doing what we think it should do, or we're not getting what we're praying for, and it could very well be because of our forgiveness. Now, if I didn't go through the motions and till the ground, and if I didn't try to keep the weeds out, and if I didn't cultivate the ground as the plants begin to grow up, they'd get choked out, and they wouldn't bear fruit like they ought to bear. And we know how God feels about trees and plants that don't bear fruit. He cursed the fig tree because of that. And so it is our hope and our plan that the work and the effort that we put forth, even in this portion of ground, and tilling the ground and planting the rows and cultivating and weeding and all these things that we'll do, that we'll reap a bountiful harvest, and God will bless us. I can't make the flowers grow, and I surely can't make the fruit come upon the flower, but God does those things. And if we'll do our part, even in our daily lives and whatever we're going through, if we'll do what we can do and we'll trust God and have faith in him, God will answer our prayers. Now, I apologize for the extra noise. We are here next to the roadway, and there is some traffic. That's the danger of being on location. So but anyways, we love God, and we're so thankful. It's a wonderful opportunity this week that during the Easter time is the time that many people will plant gardens. They'll plant vegetables and different things. People get out in their yard and they'll work, and they'll plant tulips and all those different types of flowers during this week. And we expect for God to bless those efforts, and the flowers to bloom, and the fruit to grow, and the vegetables to come on the vines, and all those things. And it's God that brings forth that increase in our life, and he will. And it's a beautiful picture how Christ rose from the dead. Nobody believed that he would. Nobody understood, though he tried to tell them. But in 3 days, I'm glad that Mary Magdalene went to the tomb, thinking that she was going to find Jesus still in the tomb, but she did not find him in the tomb. He was alive, and he was risen, and I'm thankful for that. I pray that this has been a blessing to you, and you enjoy listening.